This episode of Special Conditions is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community of supporters on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. You can join on patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. With tiers as low as $1, you can support a collective of hardworking, part-time creators that have a passion for Pokemon and podcasting here at the Pokemon Professor Network. What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 192 of Special Conditions, the TCG podcast where our love for competing and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Monday, September 8th, 2000. Wait, is it the 8th? It's the 8th. Okay,
It's
sorry.
the 8th.
I thought I read the 9th. I'm like, am I getting old?
No,
it's
that's the 9th
2025.
for September.
Okay. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle. That lovely voice that you just heard correcting me was Justin Keller. And we also have Lane from Good Morning Johto. How are you both?
Howdily doodly diddly.
I'm just getting ready to have a mega evolution. I'm wanting to see what my mega evolution would be.
Yours is just going to be an even
If I could have
Good
hair.
Morning.
If I could have hair, then
I was going to say the chops was going to. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
really want to be rude, but
all chops.
it would just be. You would literally.
See,
turn
I was
into,
just picturing you as evolving into Mega Machamp, but there's no Mega Machamp.
There could be.
How do you feel about Mega
there's a
Sharpedo?
Gigantamax or whatever.
I saw
that
Mega
Champy's got.
Sharpedo's getting a new card, so
I want to talk about some of that because there was some stuff that I thought would happen and not that we can talk about a little later with the mega set. I thought we'd
For
get
sure.
the new stuff.
For
I thought
sure.
we would get the new game stuff in there, like a little tease Louise.
I don't know. But how you guys are doing good though? Life's
doing
been
good.
treating
I
you
made
well?
it back. This is my new shirt from when I visited the Guinness store. You can see it has little toucans on it. And,
Oh, I love it. But they're not two cannons though.
What's
so
what's the point of the two?
Oh, and then there's like the little beer, the little Guinness beer.
What is toucans just like their thing? Is that their?
And it's just part of their logo
Sure.
way back in the day. It was just like a promoting thing. I can't remember like what exactly why they chose it. They just thought it was cool.
I'm
Kind of like the harp.
Like someone with Delibird. It's just one of those
So
things.
you went on a vacation, you had some fun, and now
I
you're
did.
back.
I know. I
Did you do
even
anything
looked
else?
for cards.
I was
I
gonna
looked
ask
for
that.
cards while I was there, and it was just. I was in like the expensive parts of town. So like I was in Dublin, I was in Munich, and these were like the touristy parts, so you can like see stuff. So card stores couldn't afford to be there. The only one that I did see, it was called like Elbenwald, and it was actually a pretty sick store. It's like
Lorcana? Did they have Lorcana?
it's like a
based in
mixture
Germany.
of like. They did have Lorcana.
Yeah, it's
But
based
they
in
had like a
Germany.
bunch of all these fun shirts, like, Back to the Future, Stranger Things shirts, a lot of like, popular stuff, but all in one
Sounds like Hot
store.
Topic.
It's kind of like Hot Topic, but like less grungy and more unique shirts
Sure.
and other cool stuff. And they had cards, but the only thing they obviously didn't have any Pokemon in stock. It was all Yu-Gi-Oh and other Magic and crap.
Lorcana.
so the heart of the cards were
Ravensburger
not
has the big stuff. Ravensburger.
I know. And I kept seeing it's Lego, but the Lego Neuschwanstein set had just come out, and I kept seeing it everywhere because it was within a couple hours drive of there. So
Awesome.
that's what I kept seeing more often.
Did you
than
come home with that
cards.
set?
I did not, because I can buy it
okay.
here. But
Oh, okay.
we did actually
And
go
Lee,
see
what
the real
about you?
castle.
Saw a castle?
I've just been
Yeah,
playing
the
Go,
Neuschwanstein castle.
waiting on the mega set, and doing my normal thing.
Okay.
What about you, Adam? Have you had
remind
fun?
me to get back to you on that Mega Set thing, because Mega Symphonia, I may have purchased a singular card from that
Really?
set. Yep.
Already?
And it's like, after
Lane, you
everything
know
I've
what
been
it is.
saying, after everything I've been saying for months and multiple shows and being in front of people talking about it, I just decided, I said, listen, I'm going to test it out. I'm just going to see what I feel after purchasing it, and then go from there to, and we'll dive into it later. But I've been okay. I've done multiple shows the past, honestly, every single Saturday. It's just been Saturday, 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 Saturday. Like, I have I have this Saturday coming. I have next Saturday. But I realized that I've been like, I just blindly just booked, and Ashton's hockey season started. So I don't have that luxury. So I have to really decide and pick and choose what I want to tackle. And I have to make sure it's not a weekend that I have him, so it doesn't conflict with hockey games. But yeah,
This
that's
could be
where
a
I'm at.
future
And
thing. I want to ask
this
you.
is
Like,
no. So
yeah, about
we're
the shows.
we're going to talk about all the shows, because
Yeah.
I'm going to have another one this Saturday. So we're going to talk about the shows and how they've progressed and
Can't wait.
what the trends have been. Just because I think it's so interesting when people come up and just talk about the different things that they're collecting and why. So I want to do a whole show on that. So
I want to
that
add
will
in
be our
times
next
on
show.
that. I want to do like what's a good start time, end time. That's the stuff that I love to
Oh,
talk about.
no. I've got some, no, and that's part of the show
Yeah.
too, is I actually have feedback and
Love it.
things that
Yeah.
really, really bother me.
I run a show. I've run a yearly card show, so I would love to hear
Yeah,
something.
I'm just saying there's a lot of feelings I have. So we'll get there. We'll talk about it next week. But this week on today's show, we're going to talk TGA. I don't know if anybody has noticed or has looked at their website recently, but we're going to talk about the sad reality of the hobby and the fact that it's people trying to do things even cheaper than, where you can get grades anywhere else. It's still not enough. And
What
unfortunately,
Adam's not saying is, go ahead.
PGA is closing their doors. They stopped accepting submissions, and all the submissions should have been sent back by now. I have here in my hand my final submission, and it's emotional. I haven't looked at, I did open the box just to see that there's a note in there, and I just started like tearing up. So I put it back in and I closed it up, and I haven't opened it since, because I figured we would do it on the show and have like a proper discussion.
I'm just gonna cry.
Most likely. So we'll get into that. That's like the first thing, just to get it out of the way, because I don't know how I'll fare for the rest of the show. But we'll get there.
I have random Destined Rivals packs. I'll just open just to get Adam distracted from crying. Then we can go back to the crying.
And then we'll discuss a little bit of news. I do want to take a look at Poka CA underscore book Pokabook on X, and like they do such a great job at curating all the Japanese events that go on. So there's just, from the smallest, card shop tournament results to larger gym battles and city leagues and stuff. They really provide so much value for the card game right now, and it's the community, and it's just awesome. And I want to share it, just see what's being played right now and see what you think, because like I have a lot of thoughts on the format right now. And then we'll do a card spotlight and just discuss Snorlax, the 151 it sounds horrible when I say 151 promo, and what that's done recently, because I have thoughts on it. And then next episode, like I said, we'll talk about the card shows and vending and all that stuff, just because that is, we can just go back and forth on tangents over and over again, and just that's its own show. But yeah, how's that sound?
That's good.
I have some more
Adam,
stuff to add with some
is
grading stuff.
Pokebook
That sounds good.
Bibarel logo?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Because there's some stuff I was talking to Adam or Justin that I would love to talk about of like a lot of grading in general, not just TGA, right? Like grading companies and the other, because I think there's some other
Yeah,
stuff
and
we
we
can
will
talk
get
about.
there because
Yeah.
I also had like that's where the Delibird comes into play. I actually
The
need to
Delibird
find.
always comes back into play.
Yep.
Have we ever
Well,
had a
I need to-
competitive Delibird deck? I mean, in the history of the game.
I don't believe so.
Okay, Lane, do you count Iron Bundle? Because Iron Bundle's been in a lot of decks recently.
That's true.
Yeah, I would argue that Iron Bundle is one of the best cards in the format just because we don't have Warp Point or Escape Rope, which
Sure.
just says both players move their active to the bench or vice versa. But you can't play a card for no effect. That's a rule. So if both players just have 2 active Pokemon, you can't play it. If one Pokemon has, or if one player has a bench Pokemon, you can play it type deal.
You'd be
But
a
we don't
great
have that in
professor.
format.
You'd be a great professor.
Yeah, we don't have that in format. So it is frustrating when like an awesome item card like that needs to exist because it hasn't for a long time. But we do have Iron Bundle, which does the same thing.
Sure.
And then there's a lot of recovery cards, like Night Stretcher. It'll literally just go back to your hand and you can use it again.
Probably one of the
Like,
most played cards right now, correct? That Arvin.
It is so good. I think Iron Bundle is just so underutilized and undervalued. I think it really is.
You have any bias?
I don't.
It's okay if you did.
I understand that it's an Iron Bundle. Like I love Iron Bundle as well, but this card is actually amazing. I'm actually very upset because it's in Terrastal Festival and it's got the Pokeball and the Master Ball reverse. Sure. And then we get Prismatic and what's missing? Iron Bundle. Because we already got it as a promo for our pre-release.
You're hilarious.
One less card you have to collect.
But I already have it.
I'm just looking, trying to save you money.
Don't do that, Justin. They're just going to print more Delibirds. They heard that I was interested.
All right. What do you guys want to talk about first?
I think the TGA stuff. Or do we want Adam to cry last?
We can just. Yeah, we can dive into that.
Rip the Band-Aid off. TJ went the way of the dodo bird.
So, the Grading Authority. So, if you go to their website, tgacards.com, a message from the Grading Authority, it says, due to slow sales, we have made the difficult decision to close the Grading Authority, TGA. TGA is no longer accepting submissions. All submissions in process will be completed and returned to the customers. We apologize for any inconvenience that this may cause you. If you have questions, you may contact us via email. The email address is grading@tgacards.com. We thank you for your past patronage and your understanding in this matter. And then it gives you the link to the population reports, and you can just contact them straight through the website as well. Now, I went in and spoke to the owner and just, I just asked, hard questions. And I was like, are you selling it to anybody or is it? And no, they are just shutting down, which is sad because like I believe in what they were doing. I believe in their product. So it really hurt. It still has hurt, like, because again, I have my last submission and it's like, I don't know, I've been using them for the past 3 years, like, and I haven't had any issues with selling any of my TGA stuff. So like now, and it's like, I had a show and like, I'm trying to explain, like, if anybody has like, I know Grading Authority, if anybody has the authority or like the I don't know, what do you call like the prestige, or I don't know, I know I have a lot of background with them.
Bravado or
Bravado. If I have a lot of bravado, I have a lot of time with them. If anybody can speak on that fact, it would be me, because I'm active at shows selling their slabs, and I fully believe in them as well. I go to a show in Maine, and I'm trying to explain, like, I'm like, yes, they just recently announced that they're shutting down, but and I'm like, and I'm like, I'm choking up a little bit, but I'm explaining it, but also saying like how much I believe in, like, if it's a 9.5, I believe that they're pretty strict with grading. So like, I have a feeling it could still get a 10 if you sent it off to like PSA or something. And so I was trying to like just talk to the customer that came to my booth. And the guy behind me or in front of me is just like, looks up from his sports table. And he's like, they're closing. It's like, dude, I'm literally telling you this person in front of me that. It just like, let me talk to them. Like, they're clearly not at your table. They're at my table, and I'm selling TGA slabs, not you. I was just very like ticked off. It's like, this is my business, not yours. Like, come on. So that was just a little, it's just a little weird. But yeah. So I got my last submission, and it was just like an emotional. They said that, they'd keep the like the physical store open, because there's like retail stuff, there's cards and stuff still at the store. So he's going to keep that open this month and then sell whatever he can. And if he can't sell it, then it'll probably just end up on eBay or something. And the doors will be shut at the end of September. And then their lease is up at the end of the year. And that's all. And it's just like, it's like heartbreaking, because it's like, I just wish.
Is there a lot of stores in your area?
For what?
Like, just card stores is what I'm saying. Like, is there any
in that specific area?
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot in Concord. There's like 3, I think, just like very close together. Yeah, there's Let's Play, and then there's.
You can make up names. I have no clue. You could call it. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
crazy.
There's several of them, but it's just like, and I don't think a lot of people knew that they had like a physical store that you could like walk into. Because anytime I've talked about it, I'm just like, yeah, I physically have gone in, and I physically hand off my cards. I write down.
That always felt like a missed opportunity for me in regards to how they marketed their stuff. I liked how they marketed in general, but not that aspect, because I only knew that they had a physical store because you went all the time. Otherwise, how would you have known?
I think most places do. Like, I know, like, through comics and everything, you could go in, drop it off, and then they have a different queue for those people. But I've not seen a store where they like carry singles or Play Store or stuff like that.
Oh, shout out to Seth Sprague, TCG, someone from Maine who we cross paths.
Very cute.
This is for Cassida Cubone, if he listens and or watches this. But it's a 3D printed little Cubone skull.
That's super neat.
It's so cool.
It's a keychain. That's very cool.
Yeah,
I don't know if cute is the right word for a skull.
I was thinking that, like,
know.
It is a Pokemon. Now, Adam, I got a couple questions, and I don't want to speculate, but do you think there's too many grading companies altogether? Do you think they were trying to, like, not anything against CGA?
I think,
let's just, in general, do you think there's too many grading companies?
So I'm a firm believer that there's enough for everyone. Like, people have different, like, Tag came out, okay? Tag is AI grading. Yes, physical hands are touching it, but like, they base most of it off of AI grading.
They got to have a thing, and that's their thing.
AGS already was AI grading.
No clue who that is.
I forgot about AGS.
But they came out beforehand, so it's like.
So this is where I'm going to try to get you into of, like, so there was already someone doing it. So why do people buy Tag and not AJS? Because
of Mystic 7.
So I think that, and maybe not just him, but something like marketing the loudest, like,
it's whoever's the loudest.
Yeah.
And I think Mystic really push them in that direction. And I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't know what transaction happened to get that, because obviously content comes with a price. You know what I mean? So it's
But who does
like
A
for
Drive
us,
do now?
he does
Illustrals.
illustrals.
No. Grading.
I don't know if
I have no idea.
He's doing his video game thing, was it? And I'm going to say
Because
anything. Remember, I'm a shop
Wasn't
worker.
he
and
the
a lot of this
original one on
speculation.
TGA?
He used to be a co-owner,
This is the one thing I'm going to say with all this, and why I like these companies like TGA.
but then
popped
creating
up.
his own card game, that was a conflict of interest.
Yes.
So, and I think there's going to be more conflict of interest when there's some other stuff I want to talk about this. I think and I told Justin this, I didn't grade cards during like the head PSA, like how long it took for turnaround. Did any of you know like during 2021, 22, like how long it would take, like actually?
Oh, it was like
It was a long time, probably, right?
I think it was like 3 months is where they were at one point.
No.
I think probably longer than
I
that.
think one time I waited 9 months for a card to come back.
So comics, I told Justin, we're a year and a half through CGC, and that is nuts, right? That is crazy.
You see the main one for comics?
Yes, they are the big uns.
Because PSA doesn't even do comics, right?
No, like in CGC, that if you don't do CGC, there's almost nobody else. Like it's not like
Does
with
Beckett
this.
do it?
I don't think so. So CBCS is another one, but it was kind of one of those where people left CGC to go start their own. So it's close to, and some of the other things.
Okay.
But what happened, and this is what with grading of like, let's say with PSA, it's taking 9 months, and these other people come up and like, okay, we can do the same thing, but we can do it faster, right? We're a smaller business, we can do the thing faster, we can do these things. And then now, kind of where two things happen, right? PSA is now on a 9-week turnaround, and GameStop. Adam and I, we've all talked about GameStop having that any Joe Schmo can take their card to GameStop no matter the price, even if TJ is more expensive. But if they don't know about it, right? Like that's one of the tougher parts. Like,
so TGA was cheaper than any other. Well, not any, but because there are some.
There's some really cheap ones, but it's a different story.
Gold, like I saw one that was like golden grading, and it was like $3 a card. It's like what? How do you encapsulate for $3? Like, there's got to be some sort of shady
our card store has been around for 12 years in town, and we still have people that buy Pokemon cards from Walmart that have never heard from us ever. And our nearest Walmart that people buy Pokemon cards is 4 minutes down the road. And then what they do, and they tell me, is they get it from Walmart, open it, and because they watch YouTube, they go to GameStop, they go to PSA. But because they don't know, they're not in the game, they're not in the group, they're not in the, like, especially if they're not playing. So all they know is what YouTube and all these places are saying. So if they're not going to card shows like every
Singaporean
it's
where
grandma,
the attention is.
Yes.
Period.
Like where because the outliers are going to these shows, right? Me, Adam, working shows, going to these shows, like you could see all these things where younger kids, these people that are buying the cards and different things, hopefully. But it's something you brought up of like with grading in general, like so who's the key ones right now? Like so PSA.
Wait, so out of
Beckett,
grading companies?
Yeah. Beckett, PSA.
So it's literally the three. It's PSA in rank 1.
Sure.
Beckett would be rank 2 because they've been around the longest, so they're always going to have a spot. And just I see a lot of Poncho Pikachus in the Beckett, like it's like the black
People
black
like that
tent,
black
like
label.
you need,
Yeah.
they like that. So, and then you have CGC. Now,
correct. I would say I forgot CGC.
And
I have CGC that Slabs I buy. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and that's a long story, but that's for next week's show. But then there's also tag is coming into play where AGS was a thing, and it's like it definitely is still a thing. Like I went to somebody's booth and they have like a whole slew of them, and they're all in 10s. It's all a bunch of Japanese, art rares, which Japanese cards just tend to be a better quality. So that's definitely like an easier get. But it's like,
well, they're cheaper because of gambling
10?
laws and different things, like just single wise as well.
Yeah, but every single slab was like $20, and it's like, oh man, like if these are all like 10s and PSAs, I was like, those are like 50, 60, $70 cards, and every one of them was like 20.
Future
I'm
shows,
like,
I'm buying 9s. I am a big thing. I want to be the 9 guy. I want to be, that's my thing. We
You
can
don't
talk
wanna
about
be the
that in
one
the
guy?
future.
so look at this card.
PSA
Look
1.
how beautiful this card is. I don't care what grade it is. It's beautiful. It is like, it's like what, a $16 card rare. It's a SAR.
I'm like that with Drampa.
And
There's a
I'm
Drampa,
I'm showing Tapu Koko EX
that from
with the
Paldea.
beautiful sunset. If it's $16 raw, but it's $17 in a 9.
That's where I'm at. I'm that guy.
Holy cow! I'm gonna buy.
Our shop is now,
I
we're
always
investing
find
a lot in 9s.
I find it funny when the 9 is cheaper than raw.
So the 8, our owner, when I went
The
to
8
Collecticon,
is like way low. Like the 8 is bad. If you get an 8,
I was buying 8s. I'm setting up a full table for me the next Collecticon I'm working to buy, and he's like, "Why are you buying 8s?" Because I said, because I can crack them and sell them for more. Like that's the part, is like, we're getting these traded in, right? We're getting these traded in at, let's say, 70-80%, where an 8 is cheaper than the raw price. Yeah, I'll take that card all day if I'm already going to buy the card raw. And
yes,
that's a whole different show for a whole different day of why I want to do 9.
Yes, that's next week's show. But I'm trying to get us back on track to.
I am. That's what we're. I'm getting...
One last question: have you guys actually cracked slabs before?
Yes,
I've never done it.
I almost did. I have a Dawn Fan PSA 10s from Celebrations that when I got it, it was in the thinnest bubble wrap, and it had a crack down the back when I got it. I was like, no. I was like so upset. I was like, I can live with it. Like it's fine that it's on the back, and then I turned it over, and there's a different crack like on an opposite end. It's like straight down. I'm like, no. I'm like, how did it crack in the front and the back? I was like, this is ridiculous. I was so upset, and I'm
do
like,
with pliers. We have someone we know that does it with their feet,
and so I was going to do it. I had the wrench and everything.
You were going to do it. Did you get too scared?
So I tried, and I was like, I don't want to break it. I don't like, and then this was the week before, or like the Saturday that I got it in the mail. And then that Tuesday I was going to TGA, and I got it Wednesday. No, I got it Wednesday because I got the email from Kenny saying, hey, just so you know, we're shutting down. And I was like, oh, I was like devastated. And I was like, I was going to crack this 10 and give it to you guys to see if you could give it a 9.5. Because I figured that's
I have a proposition for you, Adam. What if, I know you have them, the really cheap slabs, take one of those and do a practice crack. So that way, if you have a card you actually want to crack and resubmit, then you feel better about it. Not
doing
like
it
you're
with
gonna
your
damage
feet,
your card.
Adam. Let me tell you how they do it with their feet. It's the heel of their shoe, and what they do is they have it on like a how did the person at work do it? Not a curb, but like it's like on a table, and they crack it right at the seam with their foot. Just use pliers. Do a normal person thing.
I can just see it like on its side, and they stand on it like a skateboard.
So it's like this. You're right.
Crushes the card.
It's all, and then they crack it. Mine is why I brought up like with the different 3. I think CGC to me is like moving up. I think PSA is moving down, and Beckett I think is the gold standard.
We'll get there with next week's podcast. This is like,
because I got a PSA thing that I'm getting mad about it. I told Justin before you got here. There's a new thing I want to make you angry, Adam. I want you to be angry.
Yes, and I'm aware of this. It's GameStop, and it's
new
thing.
New thing.
Go ahead, just say it.
It's not selling
eBay.
It through.
Do you know eBay?
Yeah, eBay. Yes, it's selling it through eBay, and they keep it at like GameStop. They go, oh, if you sell it through the vault, the grading is cheaper, but you have to sell it through eBay, and then they get their cut, and eBay gets their cut, and it's like, oh, well, we should give them 10s because we can make more if we give more 10s out.
He's ruining it, Justin. All right, Justin. Crazy thing to tell you. So also what they're doing with eBay as well is they're doing their own PSA type of like whatnot as well, of like they're selling the cards. So Justin, you can sell if you get your cards graded to PSA. There's a thing where it can be cheaper grading as long as you're saying, hey, I will sell it to you, whatever the grade is, right? GameStop does, hey, whatever you get, we'll buy off you, we'll show you the sheet. Like, they're not saying, hey, are you guaranteed up front you're going to sell it to us? They wait
And if
for
you're
the
pro,
effort.
they'll give you an extra 15%
I'm
credit.
sure they will. And then, but what they're doing with eBay is they're doing that the cheaper, and people are wondering, right? Like, well, if they're going to sell it and you're already guaranteeing signing a contract that they're selling it, will they not want to give out the higher price because that's according to their bottom line, right? Like, that if I'm selling it to them and I'm signing up front of a smaller
all of a sudden,
thing,
all the employees are having a great day and they've all had lunch and they haven't even taken a lunch yet. Oh my gosh.
I went down this rabbit
They're
hole
in the
today because of
best
John
mood.
Cena. I'm doing that in this rabbit hole with John Cena.
Wait, what?
So they're doing this thing now called Tops Now, where you can buy singles through.
I mean,
Tops.
eventually we'll get to the grades. Eventually,
Yes,
we'll get
I have
to
bought
the
Tops
TGA
now.
part.
Yes, but you
for a player of one
they
of my
sell
favorite baseball teams.
tins through their eBay straight PSA. So
You just
PSA,
pre-buy it.
but they buy a tin. So it's like, I wanted to buy a John Cena Tops Now, but they're like, hey, you can buy the tin already from PSA straight for like $50. And it's PSA, like they already, so like, this is what happens when a new comic hits too. So this is something I've seen on the ordering side. We can buy tins of comic books or 9/8 or whatever off the rip. So like when a new comic is printed, they send the good comics to the grading company already for that company to give away to the writers, to staff, to customers, or whatever. So Topps is giving some to PSA to be like, hey, grade these. But Adam is 1000% right. Like, I didn't know what the GameStop thing too is like. So PSA themselves is selling their own tins, but if you didn't have to say already up front that you're selling it to them, that's the kind of the murky water, right? And then we're talking about new cert versus old cert. I'm sure Adam heard this of like the new grading versus the old grading. But yeah, like that's the whole like PSAs and some weird stuff right now.
Yep. And then, so you've got that happening. You've got, I don't even know. I don't even know what I was going to say. I had it and then you just kept going. So.
Stop it. You sound like Justin.
All right. So listen,
Adam,
I'm going
are
to
you
read
gonna reveal some of your cards?
I am going to read the note I got. Okay.
Oh,
It says, thank
I
you.
also have a note.
Justin says, you
okay.
suck.
What's yours say? Our favorite card on mine was Entei.
Mine was Moltres Zapdos Articuno.
And primary grader was Chad. And the head
Also
grader
Chad.
was Kobe.
Also Kobe.
And then I have a little note that says see back.
Yeah, I just like how they wrote these things,
Mhm.
it was just a personal touch that they didn't have to do, but did anyways. And obviously, it's advertising on their socials, but it was cool. Appreciated that.
My note says, Adam, it has been an honor grading and handling your cards over the years. You're a solid dude, and I wish you the best of luck, Tyler. And like, I literally was in my car and I read this and I was like, oh gosh, like the waterworks were coming. I was like, I don't even know what to do right now. And it's like, I'm feeling it right now. Like I definitely. Yeah. So it's a lot. I'm emotional with this because this is like, oh, how long do I just hold on to them? Do I not
Yes.
do the appeal to reveals? But
yeah, you had the thing that people don't have, which is the personal interactions with grading. Most people, their only interaction is with their mailbox or with the employee at GameStop.
It's what you choose now if you continue to grade cards.
Right. And I don't know.
I was going to ask
at
that
this
if
moment, I don't know.
He's just
but
going to
that
keep
again,
buying
again
other
with
people's
the
TGA slabs.
Again, for another show. And then again, the answer to that is another show because there's a lot of
there's 6 shows
back
planned.
end stuff. No. This is all like next show. Like there's just shows, what's trending, grading. Like
all the pent up demand from our.
I am right now against getting cards graded. I am very against right now getting cards graded.
And again,
I
that
cycle
is
through this all the time.
This is part of the next week's show. It's so drama filled.
You're really hyping up this next
cards.
week's show.
I have cards that are in slabs. People
this
see
next
them and
week's
they're
show
like,
is gonna be like 3 hours long.
"Oh man, I'd have to crack that if I wanted it." But so, I'm actually in my situation. I have some 8s. They're worth more raw.
Yes,
like Lesia from I don't know. I think it's Celestial Storm. It's like that full art trainer. It's like it's $260 at an 8. It's $277 raw.
Sure.
I'm losing $17 by having it in a slab in my case. So it's one of those. I'm gonna have a lot more singles soon. So, anyways, what I got graded was the Pikachu McDonald's promo, the Holo. I have the Prismatic Espeon from a surprise box. I have Sylveon from Celebrations, the promo. I have the Entei Wizards of the Coast promo. Oh. And
my favorite cards.
I also have Meryl from Entei, or from Wizards of the Coast promo as well. Both of these were sealed that I bought in a collection. That's and I was like, I'm just going to open them for giggles. They're not worth much. They really aren't.
I bet as a 10 they are.
It's what I want.
Yeah.
But I did the grading tool. I looked at them both under the light. They look phenomenal. I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? I get a 9. And then I got my 16 out of 25 Sympathetic Squid V-Friends Topps Chrome manga series. So I'm going to do that one first just because it has no relevance to Pokemon, but... Oh, we got a straight 10 on that one. Let's go.
Nice.
I mean, it's a top. It came out of the package looking pretty crisp, and the corners all look good, anyways. I'm very happy with that one.
Yeah, so
that one's exciting for me.
I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say, they don't do energy match because there's no energy.
No. So this one, all the V-Friends have just been color match for me, and I just let the grader choose. So they chose an orange to go with that because I think it's an orange. Yeah, orange refractor.
All right, what's next?
All right, we'll do Meryl. Yeah, and again, I thought these were all clean.
What set is this card from?
This is a Black Star promo. It's one of the first ones. So this is, gosh, I can never remember where the camera is. 9.5. See, 9.5. That's in my head. I'm like, if they're all probably 9s or 9.5, because anything that I think is a 10
is a 9.5.
But again, they're looking at all the corners, the surface, the centering. I forget whatever the other one was.
Now that TGA is done, I kind of had a problem with that. There, we're all like, "Oh, yeah, it's a 9.5," but PSA would be a 10. Why couldn't TGA just make it a freaking 10? I think they would have survived as a company if they gave out more 10s.
Then you're just whoring out your 10s and they mean nothing.
But that's what PSA does, and they mean everything to everyone.
All right.
This is the card I really like. I'm big on Celebrations right now.
Okay, you're big on Celebrations. I literally have a stack of what needs to be graded. Sure. I have an entire surprise box of just top-loaded Celebrations.
That Umbreon has went to $70 in the last 6 months, and it's never it's ridiculous.
Are you kidding me? Do you actually know how much it is right now?
Is it $100 now? I don't know.
It's very expensive. Sylveon is coming
this Umbreon?
In. Yeah, it's $1 bajillion.
No, it's an 8. That's so sad. It's an 8.
Oh my goodness! So
I thought this was so good too. That's sad. That is actually sad, but that's okay. Again, I'm looking at all these cards and
I mean, that was a promo, right? So
that was a promo.
Tough.
Yeah, and that that typically either
Promos
came
at that
in
time were really
the
tough
collection
grades.
box or the weird tin, and they had like a. I don't think those ones had plastic. I think those ones were the cardboard, or maybe they were both. Because at one point it was the plastic, and then it converted to the cardboard.
Okay. Since we were talking celebrations,
The card's crazy.
and we're talking the Umbreon, we got to do it.
Delta
Alright,
Okay, you
species
gotta do it.
Mimikyu is also huge right now too.
That
10.
I have a CGC 9.
10.
A 9.5.
9.5. Okay. Listen,
Yeah.
Raber pulled one when he did my first Whatnot show with me. He got that, and I was like, dude, I'm sending this to I'm gonna ship it to you, quote unquote, but I'm just gonna ship it to TGA and I'm gonna bring it to you. And he got a 9.5. So that's good. That's a good card to have. Speaking of celebrations, Pikachu celebrations from
What
McDonald's.
is this 2025 or 2024? Or no,
This
is like
is 2025. Or no, that's 25. 2021.
before. Oh wow.
Yeah, this is celebrations. What are you talking about?
I don't know what year
2021.
it is.
9.5. Like
Nice.
that feels bad. But it's a beautiful card. And
Mhm.
that in a 10, I bought or I traded for and slash bought for $100, and now it's like 2 plus. All right, Justin, you have Flareon surprise box.
Yes, I do.
I have Espeon from the surprise
All right.
box.
Same time?
Same time.
I'll just clap.
Well,
I got a 9.
I got a
Did you get
9.5.
9.5? Nice.
I just don't get cards rated
Yes.
all the time.
So listen,
These have
this
been
is like
sitting in my closet to
They have.
do on the show for months. These are all the ones that I got raw graded at that show I met.
Do you have
Adam
any
at.
more?
I got 3 more.
Okay, do you want to go to your 3 and then I'll end with Entei?
Okay. So
We appreciate you listening
next.
to our pulling of grades.
Yeah. Next we're doing the Moltres
the
Zapdos
stained glass
Articuno,
birds.
the
Oh, this
stained
card
Cards
is
glass
just
also,
birds.
like,
skyrocketed.
Raw
It's
like
skyrocketed.
$125 for a
I don't even remember what I got. Oh, I got the 10.
sure.
No,
With the stained glass,
Dude, all right, so can you trade it to me?
It's an
promo.
ETB promo.
The border.
I'll trade it.
And like
I'll trade
I've
it-
given
trade
away
trade
so
it
many
to
of
me.
that freaking card, and it was like $30-$40, and now it's like 120 plus.
This was one that I randomly had in my binder that I was like, you know what, if someone wants it, I was like, well, actually, this looks pretty nice.
Honestly, the GXs have such a hard time because of that black barrier or the border. It's like
Yes, it was
'cause the
off
cards
center all the
themselves-
time.
yeah.
I don't know. It must have just been how it was like
Production
printed or
quality.
something. I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay. All right. The next one is the Japanese stamped not Articuno.
Got the
Arceus
yeah.
from
That card
what's it
itself
called?
in
from
English
the Legends
is going
Arceus game.
skyrocketed. Yeah, like I sold
so
it for $12, and then a week later it was 18 or 20, and then now it's like $32. I'm like,
Oh my goodness.
sold that for too low.
Yeah, no. So this one, it had the stamp and it was given away as a promo with people buying the video game in Japan. So what did we get on this one? We got a 9.
Hey,
Ooh, I do
that's.
like the white border though.
I was gonna say I do like that.
Yeah, I hadn't even looked at this border because I mean I hadn't taken the sticker off of any of these. All right. Is this the last one? All right. Last one. My second gold Giratina. Remember I got them both graded. All right. What do you guys think?
10, because I believe in dreams.
9.
It's a 10.
Oh, 10.
So,
Jeez.
I got 10 on both of them. That's the
That is
crazy part.
insane. That's insane, Justin.
Is that the most expensive one out of the?
Out
No,
of the
it's the
gold
alt art.
legendaries. Out of the gold legendaries from that set, yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's not the most expensive Giratina, but it's the most expensive from Crown
Crown
Zenith,
Zenith, yeah, one of my favorite
Yeah.
sets of all time, which now everybody loves.
which I keep telling myself I'm going to complete the trainer gal. Oh no, the Galarian
I found a
gallery.
restock this weekend.
What?
My local Walmart got 20 Mimikyu V unions.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I loved it.
All right, Adam, last card.
Right. Entei from Black Star.
I hope
versus
it's
the
a 10.
Coast
I love
promo.
this card.
I really hope it's a 10. This is
'Cause
something
it's-
that
It's
I've stared
old,
at.
so I'm going 9.
Oh.
Oh, it's a 9.
Wow.
I love that movie so much. I think I'm going to get a sleeve of that movie almost. I think that movie is.
You mean just like a VHS tape?
No, I'm gonna get a sleeve like on my like finish like my tattoo. I'm gonna get.
Oh, I was like, we're talking like
No,
sleeve
you know
of
how like the
Oreos?
unknown all fly around and stuff. I think that would be cool to like fit around as all the unknown flying around as like the sleeve.
Oh, see,
Movie makes me feel things.
I'm not a fan of unknown.
But that
I'm
movie,
not either.
They creep me out in that movie. That's part of why I don't like them.
The Lugia movie too.
You know what? It's great if you like them. It's not my thing.
I thought about spelling out stuff in it. I don't know what I want to spell out. Like maybe Adam sucks or something. I don't know. Like,
I mean, whatever floats your boat.
That's a big tattoo I see with trainers that come in all the time. Is unknown tattoos, like spell out stuff.
Really?
So Adam, I got a question for you. Will you buy TGA? Like if you see it at a vendor and they're yeah.
Yep. And it's like I almost want somebody to like come up to me and it's hard. It's like you can see online that people don't know that this has happened, which I mean, they're not making a big deal out of it. They're not, shouting it to the rooftops. But like, yes, they are closing. And the sun is setting on TGA, which is upsetting.
This episode is setting. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's hard. Like I love Kenny and the whole team. Like it's sad to see them go. That's all I have is.
Yeah, I mean, at one time you even thought about working there.
Yep. And I thought to myself, I'm like,
out,
and that's the thing. It's like I say to myself, and I'm, I know it's not my fault, but like, it feels like I could have made a difference, and I don't know. It's just one of the like I can't beat myself up about it, but I wish there was something I could have done more. And I know it doesn't all fall on me, but like, I just wish I could have done something more. That's all.
We did a good enough job. Adam didn't cry.
Yeah, no. I didn't. So it's a good thing.
All right. So, should we take a break and come back?
We should take a break and we'll come back hotter and heavier. I don't know if that's even possible. But we'll be back right after this.
If it's any good, we'll put it in. If not,
Content.
What is it?
I'm the Ken Pescatore.
Well, it's still recorded. It's still recorded.
Okay.
Yes, he can just post this part as content right now.
Okay.
All right, Justin's opening Destined Rivals. He's giving out a code card.
Okay, one to the front. What you guess on energy?
Fire.
I'm gonna go water. It was lighting.
Boogie woogie.
Oh my goodness. Staryu. Nidoran. Kangaskhan. Trying to like not hit my mic. There we go. Porygon Z. Ooh, a Houndoom. Man, I just really have not opened much of this set. Energy Recycler. Quilava. Floatzel. Ooh, and the Moltres.
Like you got the Rockets Moltres.
Are you guys doing any pre-releases?
I don't want to
fight somebody.
You don't want to fight
Lane,
somebody?
Are those soon?
Mine's next Tuesday.
Do they start
if I was in your area, I would be
so.
available to do it.
So, see, Adam, what you do is you move to Ohio and you live in Lane's basement.
My brother's probably getting an apartment in the next year, so we'll have like, when I say a giant guest room,
So you're saying there's a chance. And we are back from our break. Thank you so much for that. Before we get into the rest of the show, just want to give a huge shout out to our executive producer, Tish Smith, and a big thank you to our gym leaders, Ben, SPN Willow, Herbert, Matthew, and Sushi Slayer, as well as other executive producers on the network, Sander, Monkey Bread, and Kate the Cons. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with the special conditions, grab some merch, send us a message, and connect with all the other shows on the Pokemon Professor Network. All right, and earlier I said something about Delibird, and I just wanted to go over it.
watching Justin.
And we're watching Justin opening up a pack of Destin Rivals.
While he was doing that, I was just opening, so you can be entertained while Adam was talking about the other stuff. Oh, there's an Arcanine.
Oh my gosh, an Arcanine.
Best card in the set. Actually, I legitimately hadn't seen this card in person yet because this is only like my 5th pack opening of this. So this is gonna go to the collection. Then we got a reverse holo Primeape. Reverse holo Team Rockets Giovanni. Ooh, and a full art
Awesome.
Team Rockets Archer. Nice. Man, 2 bangers in a row.
Is that a good one?
Is it playable? You can use this card only if any of your Team Rockets Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck. Then you draw 5 and they draw 3.
I think that's good, right?
It's a full art person, so people care less.
I don't know.
It is a person. It is a person.
I guess it's like...
I had a vendor tell me that. We don't buy people here.
I guess it's kind of like an Iono that you can use that's always in your favor, right?
Yeah. Okay. So getting back on track with Delibird, I purchased a Delibird. It was not expensive, just so we're aware.
Most aren't.
Sold some cards so I could afford it. So go to that link, Justin.
Yes, I'm showing it on the screen right now.
Oh gosh, don't. What are you doing right now? It says a different grading company.
That's what you sent to me.
Grading company.
Tag.
I have dyslexia. I think it's TGA.
That right? That's so. Yes. So this is the portal at Tag. It's showing Delibird from Mega Symphonia. It's the variation of Art Rare. It's Japanese. So it says rank. It is 10 gem mint. It's the first in the chronology. I don't know how to say that word correctly. It was completed on 8/20/21/25. The only other one that was graded got a 9, which was the second in the graded.
And if you click the link, it'll bring you to this page.
The art is incredible. I haven't seen it yet.
Yes, it is. And honestly, this, like, it's very, like, muted in this. Like, it's very, very muted. But looking at it, you can zoom in on each of these things. Like, each image.
I do like how you can really, like, zoom in. So that way, if it was, like, a bad quality.
And so right here, we're looking, it says population, 1 gem mint graded, total graded is 2. Card rank, it's the first, it's the highest gem mint, and it's the first highest overall. So this is where I was going with this. This is the whole reason why I don't like Tag, but I see that, like, it's cool, and, like, the reason I bought it is because
you have this card
one. Yeah, this is on its way to my house tomorrow.
Oh my
gosh. It's right now. It's coming up from New Jersey. So
he only spent $3,000. It's okay.
No, I spent.
You don't have to tell us.
No, I ain't
You don't have
scared.
to tell us.
No, I want to. It's fine. They had it listed for 50 and I offered them 38.
In got me. You're yes. full back you got backing on this one.
Okay. So in any way, so again, the chronology first gem mint graded and it's the first card graded. So like I have the first Delibird from Mega Symphonia that was graded and it happened to be a 10. So like that's pretty cool.
You get my full support. I think this is one of your best decisions you've ever made in your life.
So and then it says understand every grade. You can learn more. You keep going down, and it tells you the exact centering ratios, the surface.
Did you buy this from a Joe Schmo or from their company?
No, it's. I bought it from. Hang tight. Pro Hobby Collectibles. I don't know of them or who they are, but it looks like they deal with a lot of tag.
I can now see why people are buying into this. Like they have the angle down here out of 1,000 at 999. The bottom left is 998.
Yeah.
The back corner. This is wild. The amount of detail you get about this grade.
Where PSA is, we're going to tell you nothing why it's a 6, and you have to guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
but if you crack it 6 times and send it in 6 more times and spend
some high
another $120.
Do we know how much it is to grade tag? Is it higher?
It's I believe it's $20 a card. But there's a 10 card minimum.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So it has the corners.
Love it.
Yeah, and you can get vertical images and just like download all the images.
The edge details, and there's like these are like specific images.
Here's what I can't wait. I can't wait for this card to hit $300 and Adam be like, I'm still not selling it.
There's the back edges.
And I wouldn't too.
I know.
Wow, there's even the graded image on here.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
So this is really cool. I bought it because it was the first one graded. And I get to say that it's the first one in the chronology. I can barely say it. But like that aspect is cool.
I guess that's another thing. Like if we keep doing this, I would love to add like what singles we bought or different things. Like this is a really cool thing. Because I would have not known the price. You're buying a promo from a set. In Japanese, it is a 10. Like
this card, this isn't a promo. It's just a card from the set.
Oh, you said it's a regular art rare.
Yep, but this card has no market. Like there's no sales on it. So it's up to whoever wanted to put it up there, and they put it up for 50, and I offered them 38, and they accepted.
You are doing one dangerous thing: is you're taking this one off the market. There's no more on. Like, is there 2 of these or 1?
So it says there's 2 graded, but one's a 9.
Okay, I was gonna say
I don't want the 9.
No 10s right now in the market. You took it off. Like there's no.
So you're saying this, but there's one that was listed for PSA. That's a 10.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I offered the same thing, just to say I had the PSA one.
They tell you to pound sand.
They told me to pound sand.
Yeah.
And then I added like an extra $1. They told me to pound sand. And then I added an extra $1. And then they told me to pound sand. So I said, you know what? Then I don't want it. Period.
Yeah.
And theirs was 60. And I'm like,
I bought a graded card, but I want to show it. But I don't have it on me. But I would love to. It was an Zamazenta Amazing Rare as a PSA 10.
Dude, those are cheap right now. Well, they're reasonable.
People want amazing rares. Like for all of us, it's like what? $28.
I love amazing rares.
$28 for a PSA 10.
Cheap.
And it was one of those.
Can you even grade for that money right now?
Close. Well, maybe like if he sent it, like they sent it like a year or 2 ago. It was one of those when I'm grading cards for a customer and they're selling cards to me. I make a couple piles, like a pile I don't want, a pile I do want, and a lane pile of like when I'm pricing cards. You know what I mean? I don't see this card all the time. And I move it to the side, and he's like, "What's this for?" I'm like, "This is for me. It's not going for the case. This is coming home with old dad here." Like, and we've been going through and like stuff like that, like different and different things. But this always happens, right? It happened with the Cosmic Eclipse Trainer Gallery stuff into Galarian Galleries, into now Amazing Rares and stuff like that. Of when a year ago we would say all those cards are pennies compared, like the Rayquaza had a deck, I guess. Can't wait. I can't wait for this next week Adam show. This is what I'm pumped for.
I know. And it'll be loosey goosey and just all over the place and hectic, just because there's a lot that I want to talk about. I mean, I'll try to structure it in a way that's listenable, but I can't confirm or deny that Lane will go off track
Whoa.
and talk about something else.
I can talk about show. I have a show at the end of the month. I do want to know, are these big shows? Like, are these like 100, 200? Are these 50 tables?
Well, there was, I guess if you count vendors, there was like one of these shows was probably like 25, 30 vendors. That was the first one. And the second one was like 8 vendors into a small like VFW type thing.
Those are shows I buy cards.
But that was such a good show though. Like, again, we'll get there, but like
I try to go buy out vendors at those shows. That's my I do. I've went and
we gotta buy out Adam at those shows.
Well, and Adam acts like I bring up like, hey, I love this, but let's talk about my new hobby, which is like real estate agents or whatever. Like, I'm in the vicinity of the topic.
I know you are. I know you are. But and I know you want to talk about this stuff. But we're here. We're going to talk about Snorlax 151 promo. Okay.
Let
me tell you. The ETB promo. Okay. Just the base one. Just the base one. Okay. Let me tell you. Okay. I went to a card show in Manchester. It was just like a walk in and just, it's free entry. Just walk in. It was like 6 to 8 or something. It was a very short period, but like it was such a good show to like walk around with. And after the show, there's a card shop that's literally like right up the hill. Like you have to walk up there to get back to your car. And I went into the card shop and I said, oh, they have the Snorlax ETB promo and it's showing on, price charting and collector that it's 150 and it's only 100 here.
For a like, what?
I think for a PSA 10.
Oh, 10. Okay.
And so this, everybody listening, remember this phrase, like this conversation, because it directly ties into next week's show. But that Snorlax has jumped from a $6 card to an $8 card to a $10 card to a $12 card to a $15 card. It's now sitting at $17 for market as a PSA 10. Like I said, I bought it for 150 that Thursday. That Saturday, it got up to like 180. And I left it in my case. I just didn't, not in my case, but in like my stored cards for later. And I then had it sitting in my case. I didn't price it because I was like, I don't have time to price it. I'm just trying to put everything in my case. And it's roughly right now like 217, 250, that range in a 10.
Wow.
And this is just for the base ETB.
I think ETB promos are just something people like. Like it's like going from Justin's 3 stainless birds to this to like there's so many ETB like
and
Charmander,
those are considered
Obsidian Flames
right,
Charmander,
and these are considered sealed promos. So again, keep that in mind and we'll get there as well. There's just so much to talk. Like we don't have all the time in the world today to talk about it, so we'll just keep going. Justin, take us home with some news. Give us some bad news or some good news. Throw it at us.
Right. We're already over an hour in, so I'm going to let you choose. I'm just going to read off the headlines that you say.
The bot one.
Yay or nay. Most recent bot scam, delayed European release, the Moltres UPC, or 2026 championship updates, open deck lists.
Recent bot scam and the championship updates for the deck list, open deck list, because those two interest me.
Okay. So I was currently wondering, because I'm waiting, I'm following Twitter, I'm following X, waiting for the tweet to say that these have gone live. Because I try and get one for each set. If it happens, great. If not, whatever. That just goes into my collection. This is for the Phantasmal Flames Pokemon Center ETB. So, on PokeBeach, they're talking about how it hasn't even launched yet. But as of September 3rd, a scalper group had gone and bought them all. A Discord group named Hidden Society was able to collectively purchase at least 42,000 Phantasmal Flames products. In a message to paid members, a group admin, Rob E. West, whatever, bragged, "This is our holiday season. Let the criers cry and the whiners whine."
It's capital hour. This is our holiday season.
They can go tell their moms what happened today. We will reap the profits. And they have some screenshots. 63 results, and this is like a Discord bot saying that it successfully checked these things out. Here's a bunch of email receipts. They also show a screenshot from the Discord itself, and they use some curse words, but basically they're saying, yeah, we basically rocked it. Our bots worked. We did the bot thing. 15,000 checkouts. 42,000 items checked out. That's insane that they did with their bots. And
my question is, where are they getting the money for all this? Like, where's the money coming from?
So, Lane, what typically happens is, right as like they're getting ready to release the next set, they announce the set afterwards.
Yes.
And then sales on Pokemon Center immediately go up. So it used to be like clockwork. Within 1 to 2 days of, like, I can't remember when it used to happen, but it used to be very predictable on when it would go live on Pokemon Center. And so the bots would just like scoop them up. I was able to, get some, but things like this, they would order 2 of everything, 2 of the booster bundles, 2 Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, and 2 booster boxes for a total of $527. And they were just selling these to people. Who knows what extra they paid?
Hold on. What was the ETBs?
They're $60 each.
They're $60, and how many did they buy?
Well, they're only buying 2 each, but that's like per order.
No, that's what I'm saying. But doesn't it say in the Discord thing of how they bought 42,000 of
42,000
products? Never mind.
15,000 orders.
So, Adam, you're saying money. I think it's just like a lot of credit cards or a lot and then you pay back when you sell the things.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Because if you control the monopoly on this and you have a giant percentage of it.
So, and talk about the virtual queue, trying to slow down bot purchases, added purchase limits to deter scalping, but it's just not enough. The Pokemon TCG is currently experiencing shortages due to unprecedented demand. Over the past 3 fiscal years, TPCI has printed 42% of all Pokemon cards ever produced. TPCI still is continuing to print product at max capacity. So it's insane, the amount of Pokemon cards currently being printed, and yet you still can't find it anywhere. People say shortages, but really, it's an overabundance. There's just more people than ever that want it. Even more so than base set back in the day.
Justin, you just sent me the Eagles, right? Was it the Eagles opening up?
Yeah, so there was that. My wife is a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles, so she follows their Instagram. And there was a player, I think this is at training camp, they were just sitting out on the practice field, opening 2 booster bundles of what was the black and white set. What was that called?
Flare, Black Bolt.
Yeah. White Flare, Black Bolt. And, that's not like, that's a Gen 5 set. So, like, they're actually somewhat into it. They're not just going over after, Evolving Skies or the typical thing of opening a base set for fun and, see if they get the big hitters. They were going after new stuff. So it came across to me as a real collector and not a
Correct.
and not a wannabe.
Trainers are all
I'm just
shapes
trying
and
to think of
sizes.
politically correct terms.
Yes.
This is, I think it's becoming more and more not like, that's what I'm saying for like our business, right? Like, it doesn't last a day. We're limiting one per person, and we're still it's going crazy. It's been since January I've had product that lasted more than a week. January is when we start, maybe December, because that's when Surging Sparks kind of start hitting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Big Pikachu, big Christmas stuff. We just got in our Halloween cards.
Oh. Is there any chase card in the Halloween cards?
I
this
want
time
there to
around?
be.
Yeah.
There need to be. All those things are poop.
Have you opened any?
No, we give them away, actually. Like, they're for our trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, I understand that, but like typically somebody
I
will
actually
open
have
up
just-
and be like,
I randomly have a Halloween pack just
yes,
sitting
Justin,
here.
but those are the older ones.
We have
I
our local
know.
dollar store sells the trick-or-treat packs now. Like, single
Just
packs.
for $1.
No.
Oh, that's horrible.
No.
That's the true scary Halloween relationship we live in.
Halloween. This is Halloween.
Because like they could
Everybody
have gotten them
scream.
and sold them, but they're like, no, we get them, we open them, and then we sell them all.
Yeah.
All right. So the last thing is this comes from championships.pokemon.com. What's new for the 2026 Pokemon Championship Series? There's a lot to read through here. A lot of it's pretty, specific things. So it's like talking about like the start and end date, for League Cups, adjusting Swiss tournament rounds. So let's see. We'll undergo some changes. All age divisions, these tournaments with at least 65 participants will have one additional round of Swiss pairings. The additional round will make it more likely that trainers with records of X2 or better, such as 9-0, 8-1, or 7-2, will reach asymmetrical top 8. This additional Swiss round will also improve the tournament experience as competitors vie for top cut placements and cash prizes in the final matches of Swiss Phase 2.
I like
For most age divisions, Swiss Phase 1 will feature 8 Swiss tournament rounds, with rounds scheduled to either conclude on day 1 or continue to day 2 of a tournament. Since this can fluctuate, it's best to review each tournament schedule as provided by the tournament organizer.
Okay.
Asymmetrical top 8 will now be capped at 16 total participants, compared to the 32 participants from last season, regardless of the number of competitors tied with the 8th place competitor.
Wow.
There's also the end of rule change we've talked about previously, but it is now just a +1 turns instead of 3, and there's an overtime clock of 10 minutes.
How do you feel about this?
If it means the tournament will run smoother, I'm all for it. I don't know in practicality how to feel about it.
I had an extra rounds
'cause
go 55 minutes for a game the other day.
That's insane. I would leave.
Most Bandai games are 5 minutes. I know when I was in Digimon Nationals, it was 5 minutes. Or your
Yeah.
extra rounds.
Yep. Yeah, super quick.
There's stuff in here about championship point table adjustments, Pokemon Go travel awards and stipends, Ace Trainer awards, program returns, the Unite Championship Series. You can come read it if you want. The VGC updates. But the thing we really want to talk about is, what is this on Swiss Dynamic Seating? Oh no, that's not relevant to us. Is Pokemon TCG Open deck lists at select Pokemon TCG Championship Series events. TOs may reveal complete competitor deck lists to the public and all other competitors at specific phases of the tournament. Events that provide open deck lists will reveal this information to competitors during registration. I find this interesting because, you don't know the deck lists except, sometimes you can find them online, like the day of the tournament, or you hear it from other people, but really you don't know. And now it's saying, we have this information. We think it'd be more interesting if everyone knew.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. I think it's one of those like if you get a certain group into top cut, I'm sure it's one of those if it's a smaller tournament, you know, oh hey, I've got a league challenge and we're in top 8 and the top 8 gets cut, but you go, all right, these are the competitor like if you are a smaller shop or something like Tricky Gym, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and they want to broadcast it, they don't have liberty probably to like share the deck list, but now they will be able to. They can say like, oh well, as soon as you hit top 8, your deck list will be shown, so they can utilize that as content. You know what I mean? And be like, okay, so this person has this and this person has this.
The
That actually
opponent or
is,
shown to like the public is what they're saying.
I
Well,
think,
everything, everyone.
yeah,
It'll be
it's
posted
open. Yeah,
It'll
online.
be posted online.
I
'Cause
think the purpose would be for, like public viewership. It's kind of like how we're privy to what their prize cards are.
yes. So the why I ask is other games have like because where it's best 2 out of 3 for other games. After game 1, you're given the deck list of your opponent.
Oh, interesting.
So that's what when it was saying like that. That's why I asked because that's super. There's another
right.
thing
That's interesting.
too that games do.
But then you only know your current opponent, and I guess you could find out about others by asking around, but
What also helps of like I've had it happen of like when that does happen of like, hey, you have this in your side deck, you had it in your main, what happened? But there was one, and why this also happens is I know a game that still does this, I believe, and I know in like bigger tournaments. So think of like let's say you go to a Pokemon regionals, that there's workers there that Adam says, okay, my round 8, it looks like I'm playing against Justin, that I can look at this. You can pay like a $5 fee and you can see every round what your opponent's playing. So I go see my round 5. Adam's like, okay, I'm playing against Justin. Looks like he's playing Gardevoir. And that is because that there is a company
But
that's
doesn't he play?
well, there's a company that has 10 people that goes around the whole tournament for every seat and looks at your game that is a spectator and then writes down what both players are playing. So Adam T is playing Dragapult, Justin K is playing Gardevoir. Write it down. So then they upload it into their database and be like, okay, like they will post like, hey, you can pay $5 and you know what your opponent's playing.
And then I actually am like, oh, Justin, I'm actually playing Chen Pao. I don't know where they got that
oh my
Dragapult
goodness.
Well,
from.
no, that's
You
what
gotta stop
that
with
they
this
just
I just
see-
run a 2/2.
They'll go to round
Dragapult.
1 and they'll watch and they'll run all these employees up. So then they'll be like, okay, you can pay $5 now and you know what every single opponent for the next 9 rounds is playing. That's where it gets a little with all this, like not just open, but like they're
Interesting.
already breaking that. That's where I'm saying like the dirty underworld of the competitive.
I don't see that as like dirty. I just see it as like a way to support your store, right?
Well, this was at
'Cause,
big like regionals and nationals.
Mm.
This is where this was taking place.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like this was
not
happening.
not a local.
No,
Events.
This is
Okay.
what I'm saying. These people were getting like 15 to 20 employees running around, writing down at a regionals and nationals. Not like my 15-person league cup. Like I take 2 seconds while I'm eating Doritos to
Oh.
watch what Justin's playing. Not like
I see. I see.
yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. So Lane, why don't you do that?
I think it's scummy. I think it's real scummy to be like if you sat down to your opponent and be like, "Hey, I paid $5. I already know what you're playing." And you're like, "Well, that sucks."
That is weird.
Like, there's a part
that
of
is
like
weird.
because
Okay,
there's
you're
hands
right. I don't.
you would play differently.
I
Like,
don't like this. You're
your
right.
turn 1 that you know, like if they throw down something that you may not know what they're playing or not.
Mhm.
It's a thing. Open list. Yeah, other games like when you hit like top cut, it's best of 3. They hand you your opponent's list.
Hmm.
And I had a jerk one time give me his in German, and it was not. It was all in German. I'm like, can I get an English list? They're like, no. I'm like, well, this is crap. Yep,
All
real
right,
different.
Adam, what's the German word for delibird?
Cool.
Vogel. That's right. I couldn't remember. All right,
That is right. All right, and then we're gonna quickly just jump into Pokebook really quickly.
we are. I
Yes, just
closed
really.
out of it.
You closed out of it.
Well, I thought we were skipping it.
You
Oh,
said I
well,
want to
I mean,
cover two things.
oh, just really quickly, it's just September 2025, the environment ranking list. So you've got Goldingo and Dragapult in the S tier, and then you've got Raging Bolt, Gardevoir, Grimmsnarl, and Charizard in the A tier. And then
This
you've
is what you're
got,
talking about, right?
sorry, I'm not looking
What
at
I'm
your,
sharing.
yep, that's exactly what I'm, yep. And
Here,
then
go
you've
on.
got Dragapult, Charizard, Mega Lucario, Terrabox, Ethan's Typhlosion, Arch Duraludon, and Ceruledge in B tier. Now it's strange to me, like looking at that, and then there's like further down in there's like a pie chart, and it just shows until like the 9.8 to 9.14, which doesn't make any sense because 9.14 hasn't happened yet. But it's
I think
showing
this is
that
what they project for this coming week.
yes, and so like the top two decks are Dragapult and Raging Bolt, but if you look, Goldingo and Arch Duraludon are neck and neck for, 26.6% of the meta share. And that's, I would say, like Metal is 20%, and you've got Dragapult at 20%, Raging Bolt 20%, you've got Slowking 13.3, Charizard 6.7, and Ceruledge at 6.7, and it's in Grimmsnarl at 6.7. But with metal being so prevalent, it's like, why isn't the fire doing better? And I think it's probably due to the fire has to also compete with Grimmsnarl and Dragapult and
Yep.
Raging Bolt.
Yeah, I think the mega set is when fire is finally going to get some help.
Yeah, so is in grass. But, it's like you've got metal, which resists grass, and then you've got fire, which will just destroy metal and grass. So I think fire should be in a better place right now.
Well, fire is my favorite type, so I can't.
Oh,
But it's
wow, wow,
never.
wow.
I just feel like fire hasn't been good since Reshazard.
5 years ago? Heatran GX? Are we talking like Furnace and what's the guy with a welder? Are we welding?
Welder.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about. Welder. We're
Iron
talking about
Hearth. Or no,
yes,
yeah, was it Iron Hearth?
giant hearth.
Giant Hearth, that's what it was. I was like, Iron
Yeah.
Hearth?
I remember I tried to make tag team Alolan Executor Rowlet work, and I'm like, this that can't work in this meta with this freaking thing going around.
Yeah.
Has fire
All right,
not been
Adam.
good
Is that
since then?
is that it or is that
That
a
is
show?
it. So I just want to give a huge thank you to the team at the Grading Authority for supporting us for so long. You will be missed and remembered forever, as some of my favorite graded cards are from TGA, and my fondest memories of grading cards is from TGA. So I just wanted to say that, it's been a blessing to have worked with them and been able to share grading cards through them with other people, and seeing, being at a show and giving somebody $10 to go get their card raw graded because I think it looked really good. Shout out to whoever showed me the two Paldean Charizards, the Charizard EX, the shiny one. I was like, this one's definitely looks really good. You should go get it graded. Gave him the $10, told him to go get it graded because the other one was definitely off centered. He got that one dealt with and it came back at 10, and I was like, yes, let's go. Just a lot of great memories with TGA, and I just want to reiterate that, like, I appreciate them and everything that they did for us. Yeah. And do you guys have anything else you want to say before I sign us off?
Nope.
All right. You can email us, specialconditions@pokemonprofessor.com. Leave us a voicemail, text, send us a picture, 732-835-8639. And remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.